neon rival, the Dungeon Rats, and Godsfall present Tomb of Annihilation, Episode 5. Snoop.
Previously on Tomb of Annihilation. Our heroes struggled with adapting to the oppressive heat and deep waters of the Tarakai River as they traveled south, ever deeper into the jungles of Chult. Mildrake nearly drowned when he fell overboard, but was saved by a quick-thinking and strong-swimming Endreana. The next day, the party fended off a hitchhiking boa constrictor and saw a corpse belonging to a knight from the Order of the Gauntlet. After a successful morning of net fishing, they brought their canoes ashore in order to cook lunch. Endreana went off searching for small game and stumbled into the path of a true horror. A rotting, undead T-Rex gnawing on a mouth full of zombies. With Mildrake's help, the two managed to escape back to camp, where Anastasia and the Tabaxi guides had already prepared the canoes. And you all set off again. 2 p.m. now. You guys going to continue downriver? Upriver, where the fuck it is? How do rivers work?
Down.
Yeah, we're going
Down
down
it.
it.
Down it.
Yeah, we're going down the river.
As long as we all agree.
Yeah.
They haven't eaten anything, though.
We did.
Oh,
The
they
fish.
did.
The
They had
fish.
really
Shitty fish.
Yeah.
And
Hey, not shitty.
Sorry.
It had a lot of minerals from the ground in it.
Yeah.
You guys ate really blackened fish.
Yes.
And your rain catcher is full. There is at least 10 gallons of water back there.
Oh, that's a lot.
Well, you all need a gallon a day.
Oh, okay.
Your flask has about half gallon. As long as you drink that, you'll live through the day.
So zombies, completely dead, but moving, still a dinosaur.
We're talking undead zombies inside zombies inside
Ew.
zombies.
Ew.
It's like a turducken of zombies, where the turkey is a T-Rex
Ew.
and the chicken and the duck are more zombies.
Oh
Yes.
my God!
It had zombies for teeth.
Zombies for teeth. I'm writing that down.
Right?
Zombies for teeth.
Yeah.
I didn't get a good look.
There's zombies clawing its way out of them.
Yes.
Hideous.
Horrifying.
It was
And it wasn't eating them. They just lived there.
I wish
They just lived there.
Yes.
Like they liked it there.
Yes.
Like he brings them to food.
like
Oh.
whales, like the little krill that live on whales.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. Put that in your journal and write it.
And I'm trying to sketch what I think it would look like based on their description.
Probably horrific.
Yeah, it's terrifying. I'm a remarkably good sketcher. It's so unsettling.
And he points at the sketch and said, and this was the
Yes.
head.
Oh,
so
the
be
head
sure
part.
to mark down that is the head.
Yes.
These were the 2 legs. You nailed it. You got it. That's exactly. Draw another little zombie hanging on to this
Oh,
one.
yeah. Just
And
like just
he's,
hanging
like, dangling
on. Just
out.
like,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
That's accurate.
that's
yeah.
fun.
And then
I like
draw
it.
me
What?
fighting it.
Hold on.
But you ran from it, correct?
I did a great job. There was this
You were
moment.
You were hiding in a tree when I arrived.
I was doing reconnaissance.
You were being scared when I showed up.
I sent you a messenger. How do
Because
you
you
think
needed
science
shaving.
gets done if science people don't go and observe?
This is true.
Sure.
This is how science works. Yes.
That's right.
That's a fair
When Lady
point.
Science asks you on a date,
What?
you don't look at your calendar and say, I'll get back to you next week. You take her to a nice restaurant.
And then you cry in the corner.
Whoa.
Well, that's what she was doing. She was hiding.
I didn't cry.
I didn't get a good look.
All right.
Are you going to continue down for a while?
Yeah.
All right. So,
Until we get to that point where we can get off.
Yes.
Okay, so I would say at this rate, the rain is stopping. The rivers, they're pretty sluggish in general, but with that rain, it's moving a little faster. I would say you'll get to that point by this evening.
You gonna miss this river, Mildrake?
I hate this river.
Rest of the day goes well. the clouds and fog eventually burn off. It's still unbelievably hot. The insects are definitely out now, and they're beginning to buzz around you.
Ooh, time for ointment. It's ointment time. Here we go.
You love that ointment.
Oh, yes, I love safety. Yes. Would you like some? Here.
No.
Well,
I have
come
my
here.
chainmail.
No, come here. Come here.
My chainmail
I'm
will
touching
keep
you now.
me Oh,
Here we go. I'm putting ointment on you, on your face. Close your eyes, please.
it's stinky
Yes, that's how you get bugs away from you, the odor.
by being stinky.
Yes, correct. It's kind of like a menthol herbal smell. It's not really stinky. It's more just natural.
It's gross.
Well, yes. And I'm just scrubbing you. And are we in the same boat?
Yes.
Yeah,
you're-
the three of us
yeah.
are, right?
Yeah, I would say
Okay.
at this point, why not?
Okay, great. Oh, it's your turn, Andy. Here we go. You did not put up a fight at all. You
Where's
just-
Zendal? Is she in a boat? Is Zendala in a boat? I haven't heard from her.
Yeah,
She's
in a while. Did she make it?
She's
I'm
with the
right
cat.
here.
All right.
I'm right here. Did you want to talk about
No,
something?
no, please,
Are you
please,
sure?
please, no.
Hold on. Flask,
No.
roll over.
I was hopeful.
Fla-
No,
thank you.
no, what?
Yeah. Hey, girl. What's going on?
At the word "girl," Andy just starts like fingering the hilt of her machete and just gripping it really tightly.
Summerwise was telling me you had a busy day, huh?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
What did you do all day?
Well, first, I swept all these twigs because I thought I was going to sleep in this area, and it took forever.
Andy looks over the side of the boat and considers jumping out. She weighs her chances.
Anna looks at Andy and shakes her head. No.
Mildrake looks at Indy and nods his head.
Go for it.
All right, well, you're here. Just checking.
And then I wanted to put on a
No,
clean pair
no,
of
no,
socks.
no, we're done. No.
And then
No,
when
no.
I looked for it, I was missing one.
no.
But then I found it in the last
That's so
place I
exciting.
looked.
Oh,
Can you
Your
believe it?
stories are boring.
Yes.
What?
Your
I mean-
stories are boring.
This is literally the first story I told you, except for my father being kidnapped.
And they have both been boring.
I tr-
Again, the sun burns everything off. The clouds move away. It's hot. The bugs are there, but they're generally leaving you alone. Occasionally, a large toad or frog will snatch one out of the air. I bet Summerwise catches at least one.
On the back of the canoe, Summerwise is back there, and there's also a toad back there. And the toad is just like bacon eyes, randomly spits out his tongue, grabs a fly, and sucks it back in. And Summerwise looks at it, and then looks out and kind of does the same vacant eye stare with himself. It's like out of a Disney movie almost. He just kind of does the same thing with his eyes. Just snaps and snaps and snaps and keeps trying to get it.
Have Summerwise roll a survival. See if it gets a bug.
He got a 3.
No.
Poor thing.
No, he does not get a bug. In fact, on the third try, he actually moves directly in front of the toad. So the toad kind of smacks his cheek and draws him in. They're both stuck together for a minute.
It's a little bit more complicated than I thought.
The rest of the day goes fine. It's creepy. There's occasional creatures. Again, a bunch of monkeys in the trees. You see a couple large cats. There's sounds in the jungle that just don't sound natural, but you don't see anything else. Maybe a large gator, or was that a log? You're just not sure. And eventually it starts to grow dark again.
Sweet, we are almost done with this river.
Yes, it's almost time to dock, for sure.
too bad. It's days like this that reminds you why you get into archaeology.
We saw no artifacts.
Right. There was nothing that we found other than a scary T-Rex monster.
Yes.
And that's why you get into archaeology.
As the last rays of light are beginning to fade, you all see that bend in the river where it just kind of cuts to the... Wait, fuck. I'm facing south. It cuts to the east. So the river you see that bend in front of you where the river cuts to the east and just falls away behind a tree line. And there's a bit of a clearing right where the bend is. It looks like people have been here before. There's like a couple stumps and a couple leftover pieces, some rotting rope. Someone has definitely set up campsite here before.
I want to roll perception to see what they might have left behind, or really to determine how quickly they left this campsite.
Be an investigation, I think.
Thank you, DM Carlos.
16.
All right, so as everyone else is pulling the canoes up onto the river and getting some of the gear unpacked, you are looking around.
Someone has definitely camped here before, guys.
Like, there was definitely a campsite here. There's definitely signs of struggle. There's a bit of tattered canvas. There's a broken sword. And then you find a body, and it has just been hacked. Like, it's down to the bone, but you can see clear marks in the bone. Someone carved this guy up.
River Mist is carrying equipment right past Indy and is still looking forward. Don't get too close. And just keeps heading forward.
Flask of wine, River Mist, could I talk to you for a minute?
Yes.
Yes.
We're not the first people to have picked this campsite, and it seems as though the last people here met a horrible fate. Did you know about this?
There are many people that meet a horrible fate in the jungle.
Many.
And you're paid to help us avoid their fate.
I think so far we've done a great job.
In your expert opinions, what happened to this guy? He's been carved up, he's been carved out, his buddies left him. You know, maybe they turned on him, maybe something else did it.
River Mist kind of looks over at Flask of Wine, and they kind of both just roll their eyes because they see dead bodies all the time. Maybe he died of old age.
Old age.
All right.
I see she's very concerned, so I'm going to roll a history on the spot to see if I know any. Like, this is a common landing area for adventurers. Maybe I know something about it. 15.
It's called Coward's Hook. This is where most people fail. They don't get any further.
River Mist calls her in. Sweetie, come here.
At the word sweetie, Indy just starts gripping her machete handle again. And she just starts thumbing the little pommel on it. Like,
What's it called?
Oh my God.
Coward's Hook.
Yes, fluffy ears.
Don't share this information because it might needlessly put people on alert.
You don't want to alarm the bookworms, I get it.
Most adventurers, this is as far as they get.
Why bring us here then?
All stories need a start.
That is not an answer. You're supposed to help us be smarter than the other people.
The only way into the house is through the front door.
The front door.
Oh, you're still here. Yeah, I should have gone with the dandies. And she starts muttering to herself and starts, examining the exterior of the campsite, like the tree line and things.
Meanwhile, at the dandies.
Can I be trying to learn how to build a fire like you can?
Yeah, so I'm over and I'm just kind of talking you through it.
Oh, yes. So you strike the tinder.
Yep, you strike the tinder with the rock at a perpendicular angle that creates the largest spark. Just like this. 12.
Yeah, that's enough.
Just like this.
Impressive. Now, let me show you how to cook.
Oh, okay.
What are you cooking?
Yes. What is it that you're cooking?
Shoot! Let's get some food.
Oh, okay. Well, I do believe in learning by doing, so I'm gonna put out the fire.
Have they noticed the dead guy?
No.
No, okay.
They haven't noticed
Yeah.
at all.
Oh,
Let's-
okay.
Let's go find some food, and I'll smash it with my hammer.
Okay. And I put out the fire and I go with you.
Roll survival. This should go well.
17.
Ooh, 18.
You logically were looking for droppings and little signs of life, and you find these like little pellets, and you're pretty sure someone's been here recently. You are familiar with ferreting out rabbits. This is something you've done up in the frozen north a lot for food. So you guys kind of both converge at the same time, and there's just two rather large brown rabbits, wild hares just kind of hanging out and maybe about 10 feet away.
Watch me hit this with my hammer.
Well,
And I throw my hammer at it.
Roll to hit.
I have the feeling he says that a lot.
Oh, no.
Oh.
8.
So the hammer just crashes down in the middle of them, and they both bolt in other directions. What do you have? One shot.
yeah, I'm gonna shoot it with my crossbow. 9.
You fire, and it just jumps right out of the way, and boom, they're both gone.
Almost.
Oh, yes.
It takes many attempts to catch one of these bunnies.
I'm also going to be looking for berries because I feel like protein is important, but we need vitamins.
Knowledge of nature.
I walk up and get my hammer.
12.
You find some dancing monkey fruit.
Ooh.
This is rare. You've heard about this. Very prized by the locals here. Apparently, it has an incredible tangy taste, just plump with juices. And even though it's out in this super hot forest, the juice is always cold.
Oh, yeah. How much of that do I find?
I would say that you find enough for one for each person, including one for Summerwise.
Excellent.
How large are they?
I would say that they're about the size of a plum.
Oh,
So you get
cool.
a shot out of one of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I roll a 18, looking for another shot at my bunny.
As she's gathering these, you see another little bunny head just kind of pop up, almost like it's watching her collect these prunes or whatever they are.
Dancing monkey fruit.
Dancing monkey fruit, yes.
This one's mine.
And I throw my hammer at it.
All right, roll to hit.
15.
Yeah, that's going to hit. It just smashes the bunny right in the face, and the thing's dead. Just
Oh,
dead. Just
my.
you hear the neck snap, the whole jaw's crushed in, the head's basically collapsed, and there is a dead bunny.
I pick it up.
I got the bunny.
Oh, that was efficient. Thank you. Let's go back to camp.
And cook.
And cook. Yes, you're going to show me how to cook. I'm very
Yes.
excited. Okay.
Because the fish you made was terrible.
Well, terrible is a harsh word.
I would say you all get back to the camp at about the same time. So you guys come back, they've got bunnies, you guys have looked at the corpses, and you're all together.
I got a bunny.
I have monkey fruit.
You guys went in the forest by yourselves?
I was there. It's safe.
Yes, he was there. I felt safe.
All right, I don't want either of you going anywhere that's dark without telling me first. Understand? There's like a visible change that's come over Endy. She's trying to hide it, but she's very worried.
You look upset.
Yes, your brow is furrowed.
Oh, well, look who's an empath now.
Well, no, I'm not an empath. I just see what your face is doing.
I have dark vision, so I can see your face.
We all have that. Listen, we're not staying here.
Why not?
All right.
There's bunnies. Oh, there's bunnies
And buddies.
and
Nope.
bunnies and fruit.
Get a drink, get something to eat, then we're packing it up. We're not sleeping here.
Oh, okay.
I'm not getting back on that boat.
We're not getting back on the boat. We're just pressing onward, all right?
But why?
Yes, why?
Well, Syndra, she's dying, all right? Let's get on with it.
She is dying.
She is. You forgot, didn't you?
No, I didn't
Yeah, you
forget.
did.
I didn't forget.
Yeah, you
I
did.
just, things got kind of complicated.
Well, you
with
can make
the-
up for it by pressing onward.
Okay.
We're pressing onward.
Okay. So are we walking then?
By the time you guys have done this,
Yeah.
it is now grown dark.
So, yeah.
It's gonna be dark, and I'm hungry.
And all of us can see. So we're going to eat a snack, we're going to drink some water, and then we're going to press onwards.
Okay.
I don't mean to be a wet blanket, but nighttime terrors are significantly larger than they are in the daytime. A lot of creatures are nocturnal that might, devour us and flay our bodies.
And they might devour us if we stay here, Anna.
That's true, but
Do you want to be asleep when they do, or you do want to be awake?
well, I guess asleep, actually. Yes, because then I won't feel pain. It'll just be complete twilight.
No,
What?
do not worry.
Okay.
You will not die, for we are protected by the beard of Klingadangen.
Oh,
But I must warn you,
Mhm.
I need 8 hours of sleep, or I can be quite a grump. So I will press on for another, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours.
sure.
But then I must sleep.
That's fair. River Miss, flask of wine, is that fair?
Yes, sounds fair to us.
Sounds fair.
What about you, Zendella? You're awfully quiet.
No,
What?
no,
What?
no.
Why?
I would.
Why?
I'll walk. Whatever Indy wants me to do, I'll do.
Oh, that's really sweet.
God,
I'll-
Kind of
pathetic.
sad.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, it's not sad. You do what your best friend wants to do.
Oh, best friend.
No,
That's really
Yeah.
sweet.
no.
I thought
When did
Angie
that
was
happen?
my friend
Yes.
because she
I'm
gave me a
uncomfortable.
nickname.
We've been hitching it off. We've saved each other's lives.
Wait, who's
Flask of
Andy's
wine
best
puts
friend?
his head down. He thought him and Mildrake were hitting it off.
I don't need a best
Yeah.
friend. Klingadangen's my best friend.
This is the first time I've had friends.
I'm uncomfortable.
So I will take you as a bounty of friends that I have.
Andy grabs what food is available for a
Wait,
little
this
meal,
bunny
and
has
she
not
just
been cooked.
she's not gonna have that. She's just gonna grab whatever produce and whatever rations, and she's gonna climb a
Yeah.
tree. She's just gonna eat a solitary meal with nobody bothering her for once.
Yeah,
So
I
you
give
grab
you
one of
the thing.
those fruits and
Yeah.
you grab some like hardtack and you go up in the tree. So you climb up that tree and you just take a bite out of the fruit. I would like you to roll a Constitution save.
Oh yeah, we didn't like try to figure out that fruit was poisonous or anything.
No, but they said people ate it.
I said people make juice out of it.
Oh, damn.
We got 16.
Okay, so you take a big bite out of it, and for a second, you think about being back in the inn, and and you think about the music that you heard playing, and you just start kind of tapping your foot and kind of swinging, and then all of a sudden you realize you're in a tree. You get, and you steady yourself, but for a second there, you just wanted to dance.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. Dungeons and dance halls.
What are the rest of you doing?
I am preparing the bunny.
Roll me a survival.
18.
Oh yeah, you flay this thing. You get all the fur off it.
I love to eat bunny.
You pick the choicest bits of meat, and that thing is cooked to perfection.
Wow.
And see, this is how you cook.
And I'm just like writing everything down.
Indy, do you want some bunny?
What?
Do you want some bunny?
Yes, would you like some bunny?
I don't want anybody.
No, bunny.
I'm trying to be alone.
No, well.
Okay, I'll definitely take that as a no. Hey, guides and girl whose name I can never remember.
Zendella.
Yeah, you. Have some bunny.
Oh, I'd love to.
How large is this bunny?
Like it's about a 10-pound bunny, so there's
okay,
enough
so
meat
it can
on there.
feed all of us.
It's like a small
Well, I
turkey.
mean, I'm
Oh,
sure
great.
we ate first.
Oh, absolutely.
My cat's about 10 pounds. It's that big. It's as big as my cat.
If you ever
a little
decided
less.
to eat your cat,
Yeah,
that's how much
you'll
food
know.
you
That's how
have.
much I get.
You'll
He's
know.
mostly bone, though. He's a bony cat.
Zendella's eating the rabbit and sits down next to Summerwise, looks over at him, and there's like frog legs like next to him.
All right, well, that goes great. You guys eat, you guys drink.
Yeah, I'm quartering the fruit because I still have that, and I'm
Nice.
very excited about it. And I take one of the quarters and I eat it.
I would like you to roll a Constitution save.
That is a 1.
Okay, well, a natural one?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
You've rolled like 4 ones with that
I don't
dice.
know what's wrong
And she
with
switched
my
dice.
I switched
She
dice
started with that
3
one,
times.
And then she went to that one. She went to the other ones.
Describe your character's favorite music. Describe somewhere she's been where she's heard music that she's loved.
It would be when she was a little younger. She went to like this grand ball and they played a lot of violin music, and it was sort of like a masquerade party. And yeah, just classical brainwave inducing music.
So your mind kind of falls away to that for a moment, and you start really listening. Like it feels like your senses are sharpened, and as the trees sway with this soft wind that's blowing, they're kind of scraping against each other, and you can hear the song, you can hear the music, and now the ground is being transformed into this beautiful ballroom, and all the colors and all the flowers are dresses and party guests, and you're the belle of the ball.
Oh my.
And you are dancing.
Yes.
And the rest of you just see her basically lose her mind and start really prissy dancing. Like
Yes.
her, you know.
Like I have like my elbow at like that 90-degree angle, and I'm doing the I don't know how to describe this on a podcast, but I'm spinning around another person in my mind.
Absolutely. And she's like going from partner to, so as she
Yes.
approaches you, she will like, there's a curtsy,
Yes.
right?
Yeah,
Curtsy,
it's some
bow.
Jane Austen shit going
Yes.
on in her mind.
100%.
Yeah.
River misses. I'm gonna do a nature check to see if I recognize that fruit.
Absolutely.
Meanwhile, Endy's in her tree. She's enjoying it because it's just kind of like a mild sedative, and her anxiety is just kind of washing away.
19.
Oh yeah, you know exactly what this is. You also know that she wasted a gold each. That's how much these are worth.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
What are they?
They're dancing monkey fruit. When a dancing monkey fruit is juiced, it becomes basically a healing potion. It'll restore 1d6 hit points, but when it's eaten with the flesh, it causes this magical effect that makes people dance.
River Mist walks over to Anna.
Oh, you stop.
This is not for eating.
As far as you're concerned, a gentleman has just walked up to you. There's no time for eating. There's time for dance.
Oh, yes, I will. And I I extend my hand. Actually, I bow, extend my hand, and grab River Mist. And I decide to dance with her.
River Mist switches hands and tosses the fruit over to Flask. Flask catches it, and she points to the tree. So Flask knows he has to go to the tree and get that fruit.
Already collecting it, knows exactly what it is.
As River Mist is being like spun and twirled, she starts explaining to the rest of the group, "No one eat that fruit."
This fruit?
Dip down towards towards Mildrake is like, "Yes, no one eat that fruit, please. It needs to be juiced." And gets spun around the other way.
Put it in my bag.
So I'd say that goes on for about a minute before it begins to wear off and you start to feel a little awkward and then you're not quite sure why you've been dancing.
And your dress, you must tell me where you... Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh, no.
River Mist takes her hand out of Anna's hand. You can hear Xandel in the background. Yes, it was wonderful.
It was quite elegant.
Oh, thank you. I'm gonna go be in this dark corner now where
No, you can't be alone.
Well, it's not really alone. It's just on this edge here.
More or less all the corners are dark right now.
Yeah.
Pick
And
one.
we all have dark vision, so it does you no good.
So you can see me still. Great.
And he slides down out of the tree and she's like, all right, is everybody good? Moving on? Yes, good. What's everybody looking at?
Flask of Wine at this point has gathered all the fruit, has smashed them into a single flask. And so now has a flask that has a healing potion for everyone here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1d6 healing potions are now in this flask.
So, I still have my fruit. Sometimes a dwarf just wants to dance.
Fair. And I would say that's all the ripe ones. You guys have picked that tree clean. I'd say about 8 p.m. right now. How long do you guys want to march? And what is your marching order?
Mildrake said 4 hours. He promised me 4 hours so we can get out of here and I can get some peace of mind.
That puts us at midnight? Perfect, right?
Yes, I do believe so.
Everyone synchronize your sundials and that'll put you in.
I think I shall either go in the front or the back. I am very loud, but can take a beating.
The front.
The front?
I think so.
Just know we can't sneak anywhere if I'm in the front.
I'm in the middle.
Yes.
So, yes.
Yes.
I know my place. I'm very self-aware.
Who is guiding you?
The people we're paying.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, then
Yeah.
I would like a wilderness save.
Survival?
I would like a survival roll from River Mist.
8.
So you all head off in what you assume is the correct direction for the next 4 hours.
Clang-a-dangin', 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 clang-a-dangin'.
Playing a dangin'.
You sure you didn't have any of that fruit?
Oh, no. I just love my god. Clang-a-dangin',
Oh,
clang-a-dangin'. He's got a sweet beard.
we got 4 hours of this. Tell me something. Would Clangadangan's shaven face be kind of a swear or curse?
That'd be a great dishonor.
Would it be a great dishonor?
Look at this beard I have.
I'll keep that in my back pocket for when you piss me off.
What? Touch my beard. By
Not you. I'm
clang-a-dangin'.
just going to insult. It's not
You're going to insult my beard?
not yours.
Clang-a-dangin'.
Yeah, that's the beard. Oh, yeah. Look at that. We got him going. Look at him ruffling. Oh, he's ruffling now. Oh, this is delightful.
Perception from both of you.
Oh, dear. Natural 20.
Nice.
Surena, you may never touch my die. I've got 2 net 20s.
18.
Yeah.
Both of you spot it just in time. Anastasia, I would like you to roll.
15.
Both of you can roll a dexterity save to stop her from stepping in a giant swarm of fire ants.
I rolled a 4.
Oh.
But I really saw those ants.
Mama's got an 8.
You both reach out to grab her and not quite, and her foot goes right down into a swarm of fire ants, and they're all over you. You immediately take 2 points of damage as they start biting and searing your leg.
Oh my gosh. Oh. And
All I have is a hammer.
I leap backwards and I start rolling. I'm trying to smush him with my body weight.
I would like you to roll acrobatics.
10.
So you roll around for a little bit more. You get bitten a few more times. So you take another point of damage, but they're, knocking them off, and everyone's kind of working together. And eventually, you get them off you. And looking back, there's just a river of them, maybe thousands and tens of thousands of them, just marching through the jungle in about a 5-foot thick river that's blocking your path.
Oh God.
I could smash it with my hammer.
No, it's just there's too many. There's too many ants. We just need to get over them. I'm gonna have nightmares for weeks.
There are lots of thick vines hanging from the trees all around. You could try and swing over. You can try and do a running leap. There's a couple options.
Can I surf on my shield?
How?
I put my shield on the ants. I run and I jump on it. Slide across. I'm thinking about Indiana Jones and the 4th movie. That's what they called it.
We
Indiana
don't.
Jones and the 4th movie.
We don't talk about the 4th movie.
But remember when they like
No, I blocked that movie from
yeah,
my
no,
mind.
it's gone from my mind, babe.
I remember nothing.
Willow.
Yeah.
Willow. They jump on his shield and he
Yeah.
goes on like
and
an
he jumps
entire-
right over it.
Willow's a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that you could do, you know what, you've done it's so wet, and you could try it. You could try a running shield slide, sure.
I just don't think I'll do well on vines.
Roll me acrobatics.
Guys, watch this.
Oh, no.
That is a 4.
So he takes a little stubby-legged run. You throw your shield in front of you like you were, it's like a boogie board, right?
Yes.
So you just chuck that shield in front of you, leap right onto it, you start sliding towards it, and for a second, it looks great. It's going to work great. Then he hits a big knot of a root, and you go face first right into the river of insects.
This hurts.
3 points of damage.
Oh,
and
God.
There's a bunch of them in your beard.
Oh, my beard!
Roll around.
In what? They're
Don't roll in the ants. Don't roll in the ants.
What are the rest of you doing?
Question. Cantrips I can just do all the time, right?
Absolutely.
Great. So I'm going to walk tentatively by the ants. I'm going to cast Ray of Frost on them and try to walk over the frozen ants.
All right. Are you doing it near him to help him? What are you doing?
Oh, yes.
All right.
I should be doing that.
Just roll me a to hit and add your spell bonus to it.
Still, I rolled a 1.
That's like
Oh my
5
God.
1.
Why?
Yeah, right?
Same
Is that the
die?
5th one?
No,
No.
I've been alternating all of my dice.
Okay.
Is it like my dice hand?
Yeah, I guess so.
Chop off your hand.
Gotta get rid of it.
Roll with your feet. I don't know what else to tell you, man.
Well, I didn't roll a d20. I rolled a damage. That's what you wanted me to roll, correct?
Oh, no. I want you to roll a d20 to hit. I'm
Okay.
sorry. Yeah, roll that first.
And he's kind of giggling about Mildrake's
My beard!
just about how
hurts.
enthusiastically he went into it, and then how much she's just giggling for just a little bit.
10.
So you were able to just zap right next to him and create almost like a wall where you've closed them off, and that'll buy you all around to get through as it breaks open, and he's able to claw his way out. You still take another 2 points as they're biting into you and you're clawing them out, but you all get to the other side. The 2 cats just leap over it. I mean, this is nothing to them whatsoever. And of course, the pseudo dragon can just fly over, but you made a path for everyone else.
I should have used a spell.
I almost forgot I had spells until this problem.
It was still pretty cool, huh?
I'm picking dead ants out of his beard. I'm helping. Just here we go.
Thank you.
You know, they might have laid eggs.
In my beard?
No,
Oh,
she's,
You might
No.
have to
she's razzing you currently.
right off.
You just have
Well,
to pry the jaws open on one and pull it out of his flesh.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I would
ooh.
rather get bit every moment of every day than chop off my beard.
I'd like to see that.
And also it's illogical because the gestation period of fire ants will actually laying eggs in your beard that will hatch. It's unlikely.
Yeah, but statistically, there were several thousands of them, so some of them must have been close.
I
you know?
would rather get bit every moment of every day than chop off my beard.
Well, you'll never know, because who knows how long it'd take before they had.
I'm waiting.
You could have forgotten all about this, and suddenly one day,
And on that day,
yeah.
I will smash my beard.
Whoa.
But it will remain.
Flask of Wine, who never really speaks until River Mist speaks, just kind of slinks up beside you. If you burn one half and then just stab the other half as they flee, I believe you'll get all of them.
Then, no, wait, but that would damage my beard.
Possibly your face, too. Good luck with that.
Good luck
And he
to all of us.
scratches Flask of Wine under the chin, like, yeah. That was good. That was good.
And you all travel for another hour? It is dark, and there's a lot of bats and just nighttime jungle noise all around you, and it just feels heavy and oppressive, like everything's just hanging just out of sight. And you're getting a little tired.
I am sleepy.
I'm very tired as well.
All right, let's start clearing out a place to sleep.
As you guys start making camp, the moon is hanging heavy and full overhead. It's the first night where everything is bathed in a nice light. You can see clearly. It's almost a little bit cool this evening. Like the humidity's died down just enough to make it tolerable. It's the first nice evening you've had.
This is the first time I've appreciated my chainmail. It has been quite hot.
Yeah, an archaeologist can really think out here.
Flask of Wine has gathered a bunch of, dead and dry twigs.
Anna, when she's setting up her bedroll, she takes out paper and a quill, and she's writing a letter. So it's not in her journal, she's writing a letter.
I am saying my nightly prayers.
River Mist and Flask are setting up that perimeter of bells again.
Indy is sitting in a corner, and she just keeps opening the top of her empty liquor flask and sniffing it, and then sighing. That's it.
Just functioning alcoholic.
That's all she's got.
Indy, I would like you to roll a straight intelligence.
Oh, that's a 5.
So you're just mournfully staring at your alcohol. All the bedrolls are laid out, and you just kind of lean down on your side for a second. It's been a long day, and you're kind of testing out the ground. But ow, there's something hard in your robe, and it's that bottle of wine you stole. So you've got half a bottle of wine right there in your robe.
Maybe there is a god.
What? What was that?
What?
I
What?
thought I heard you say something.
Nothing.
Are you sure?
Yeah, go set up your key. What are you doing? Come on. Thank you.
How is watch being set for this evening?
Ooh, nose goes. I watched last time. Good night.
I can take first watch.
You just complained forever about needing your 8 hours.
I need 8 hours. I'm just saying I can take first watch.
Sleep. Sleep. Please sleep.
Okay.
Please sleep. If something happens, we have to run. I don't want you to be on, a 48-hour day, all right?
Before you even finish that sentence, Mildrake's passed out cold.
So don't be a hero. Oh. All right.
River Mist is asleep. So is Zandela. Flask stayed up.
And what is Indy doing?
Indy also goes into a tree. She doesn't like being on the ground.
Fair
Especially
enough.
not by herself with everybody sleeping around.
There's a lot of bats. Occasionally, Flask of Wine drops to the ground, walks the perimeter, walks back up. Otherwise, not a big talker.
Indy goes down in the camps and starts going through people's stuff. She just wants to see. She just wants to see what's people's got. You
All
know?
right.
Like who's she traveling with? What makes
Do
them
you go
tick?
for
Who are
all
you
the
starting
paper
with?
contents? in
We're starting
her
with
bag?
Anna and her journal. She wants to know what's up with that. She wants to know what a real science journal looks like. Because it looks nothing like hers.
What's in there? What's in the bag?
So, in her bag. Wait, do you succeed? Do I wake up?
I would say roll a stealth.
14.
How's this happen?
She stirs a little and you stop for a second, then right back to sleep.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. What do I find?
In my bag, there is my science journal. So it has diagrams. It has illustrations of everyone in the party as well, with their strengths, their attributes, and what I think are weaknesses.
Whoa.
She has 3 letters in her bag. They're addressed to, one is her mother, tour to her sister.
Summerwise flies in and lands on her shoulder. What are we doing?
Snooping. You want in?
Oh, I was snooping when I came to you, asking what you were doing, so yes.
All right. We're the Snoop Troop.
Snoop Troop.
Snoop Troop.
Oh, that's a fucking t-shirt if I ever heard it.
Yes, it is. Yep.
If this ever gets
Snoop
popular,
Troop. Yep.
Snoop Troop is a fucking t-shirt.
It's a terrible rendering of me.
Which one are you reading? What do you want to know?
What are her weaknesses?
That's a lion.
Captured my hair really well.
What are Andy's weaknesses? Okay. Impulsive, hard-headed,
Oh.
brash.
Oh.
What is it? Greedy, lying, possibly cheating, question mark, grumpy, exclamation mark,
I'm not
underlined 3 times.
Those all sound like positives to me.
Her positives are, will save you if needed.
There you go. I'm a hero. She tosses the thing down. That's right.
Who do you want to look through next?
We're going over to Mildrake.
Okay, roll me one more stealth. Flask of Wine is watching the entire thing and
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
care. Yeah.
Yeah, he's watching the entire thing.
7.
Okay, I would like you to roll a perception at disadvantage because you're sleeping.
First roll is an at 20.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Second roll is a crit fail.
Oh,
You are
What
lucky.
happens?
All right.
Whoa.
So you kind of creep up, and he's got kind of his pack kind of under his head, right? So you're tugging at it, and he turns around, and his eyes are wide open, and he's staring right at you, and you freeze for a second, but he keeps snoring.
And he makes eye contact with Summerwise, like,
Dang it.
And he's right back out.
all right, so what do I find in Mildrake's pack? What does he got?
I mean, not a lot. He definitely has a flask of whiskey, though. That's half empty.
Oh, and he takes it and she empties it into her flask. And then she leaves it open and then puts a couple drops at the bottom of the bag. Like maybe he spilled it. And then she puts it in her pocket again.
He has that fruit that you guys ate earlier, so he's been keeping that. He's got a really thick, heavy Bible. It says, by Clengadingan's beard on the front of it, and it is huge. It's almost obscenely large to be carrying around on this adventure.
I thought your armor was heavy. Jeez.
What is all that?
Oh, it's his religious text. Are there any margin notes? Is there like a dedication?
Yes, there's margin notes, but most of them, it's like an underlined section. It goes, great point. Another part underlined like, exactly right.
Oh my god.
Where are we going now?
We're gonna check out Zendala. We're gonna see what she's packing.
I would like you to roll a stealth.
10.
You want me to roll?
Yeah, roll for Zendala. Roll at disadvantage, so roll twice.
17 and 18.
Okay.
Whoa.
Nice.
So you go walking over.
Snoop Troop.
Snoop.
Snoop.
Doing some snooping. That's what we do in the Snoop Troop.
Snooping
Snoop Troop.
it up. Sneaky little
Wait,
selves.
we can't do a Zendala. Really?
She hiding something?
I don't want to be in the Snoop Troop that bad.
Aww.
I'm joking.
Well, she gets to hide. All of her stories involve socks.
No, Summerwise wouldn't care at all.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, Summerwise would just be like, I don't care. Let's go through his stuff. Like, he's not trying to find anything, and he's not, like, trying not to find anything.
Right.
He's just bored.
He
And
likes
he's-
playing along.
Yeah, and he's hanging out with this woman that, like, doesn't give a fuck, who is very much like him.
Snooping around. Sneaking.
All right, so you get right up there and you start pulling on the pack and you're just about to get it out from underneath her. And she just wakes up in a panic.
Oh, there's a spider on you. Oh, I got it.
There's a spider. We
Yeah,
got it.
We got it. Oh,
Oh, go back to sleep.
it's huge. Oh, don't worry though. I'm a hero.
We got to watch the fire. Okay, bye.
Yep.
She can't sleep now. There was a spider on her.
Oh, yeah. I can't sleep now. There was a spider on me.
What have I done?
This Summerwise right here. And Summerwise flies back onto her shoulder. It's like, oh, you're up. Yes, let's hang out.
It's been a couple hours. You could relieve your watch if you wished.
And Flask of Wine, you swear you could hear giggling from the tree above you as Flask of Wine is kind of like Muttley style, like.
Actually, I think my watch is over. I'm gonna climb a tree and meditate.
Okay.
Keep an eye out for spiders.
What time? How much more time do we have?
Got 4 more hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She would just like look around and then be like, "Oh, yeah, I'll just go back to sleep too. That's fine.
That's not what I said.
I'll go to sleep." And she just goes to sleep too.
Who do you wake up for your watch?
Oh, maybe I should stay watch. Yeah.
Are you asleep or not? Because if you're asleep,
Well, what are
I'm
you
gonna try
doing?
and rob you again.
What?
Let's be real.
Wait, you're gonna try to rob me again? And she looks over at Summerwise, and he's like, "We're gonna try to rob you again." Like he's just shaking his head, like, "Yeah, that's what Snoop Troop does."
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll stay up. I'll stand guard then.
That a girl.
Yeah, I got it. And starts like looking around the campsite for like danger and trouble.
So the rest of the night goes peacefully. You all get your rest. The first rays of dawn creep up. It starts to get hot right away. Again, there is a thick mist just covering the ground.
Who wants to pray with me?
I'll pray with you.
Yes, come hold my hand.
Oh, yes. I actually quite enjoyed this last time.
Oh, yes, come hold my hand.
All right. I'll do the praying.
Yes, you believe in God?
Well, I mean, I don't believe in God.
What?
What? Yes, I do believe
I
in
have
God.
proved it many a times on
Let's
this
just
trip.
cover the bases.
Okay, I'll hold hands.
Yep.
By Clangin' Dangin's beard,
By clanging
By
dang
Clang-a-dang's beard.
Cladded in
we shall
beard.
rise above the death of the zombie.
We shall rise above the death of the zombie.
And we will all be guided by light.
And we will all be guided by light.
All be guided by light.
And you all feel a warm energy go through you.
Oh, I feel it again.
Ah, it's so warm.
Talking about light to a bunch of people with dark vision. What's the use of this?
But didn't you feel the warmth?
Dang, the sun came out. Come on, you know, I think you just timed that really well.
Isn't that proof of a god?
So wise.
It's proof of
magic.
effective marketing.
Well, it's
That's
proof of
what I would say.
magic. You are a magic user.
No.
Well-
you are a magic user.
Correct, I am.
channel my divinity.
I think you're
What's the
like
difference?
a wizard as well.
Is that the difference?
Probably.
There's a big difference. Huge difference.
I don't.
River Mist and Flask of Wine have already taken the bells off, packed them, and they're actually all packed and ready to go whenever they are.
As they're doing that, I want a perception from them.
5 and 15.
Flask of Wine is just packing up bells, and he's always a little distracted rolling the string, right? River Mist, however, looks up just in time to see this thin, blue, misty smoke, these tendrils of this thin blue mist creep out from under the fog. You know that this mist is dangerous, that inhaling it can affect the brain and cause people to fall into madness. On hot mornings such as this, it can seep up from the roots of certain trees, and a wide path of it, several 100 feet wide, is now billowing towards you from the south.
River Mist quickly turns around and just yells at everyone, "Blue Mist, get to the trees! Get to the trees now!"
Okay.
Wait, what?
Trees, get to the trees. Climb this tree.
Climb out. What?
Flask drops whatever he's doing and scrambles into a tree, and so does River Mist.
Everyone roll athletics.
I'm going to do my best.
You are definitely rolling at disadvantage climbing a tree with chainmail.
I also have little stubby arms.
4.
17.
7, 16, and 15.
River Mist had trouble, grabbed a dead branch, and it broke. Indy is also having trouble with her tree. You picked one where the branches are just a little too high, and you're kind of
tree.
scraping at it. Anastasia, things have been hairy, and so
Yeah.
every time you guys stop, you kind of look for the first tree you can run up.
Absolutely.
Mildrake got an 11.
Okay, Mildrake actually was able to climb up that tree too. I mean, you only need to get about 10 feet off the ground. The mist kind of hugs low. And Zandella's up that tree as well. You two have one more chance.
It's easy. Just do it like this.
I am not taking tree climbing advice.
But look,
From a
you
dwarf.
just wrap your
I'm
arms
not-
around the body and then you shimmy.
I get it.
It's
I
easy.
get it.
Do you want me to
Roll a
put
five?
a rope down?
River Mist.
The second roll was a 5.
River Mist rolled a 5.
Okay, and what did Adriana get? Endreana, I'm sorry.
6.
You all try to get up again, and the trees are just wet. The branches are thin. You both fall back down and just fall into the mist as it rolls over both of them.
Oh, dear.
Oh my goodness.
I need Constitution saves.
That's a 1.
Oh, no.
We're doing real
my
bad
God.
here.
Andy.
Thank you for joining Neon Rival Presents for episode 5 of our run through the Tomb of Annihilation. Our cast includes Carlos Luna, Surena Marie, and Patrick O'Rourke from the Dungeon Rats, and our new cast member, Gwen Agnew. The show was produced and edited by myself, Aram Vartian. For more information about Tomb of Annihilation, as well as the other shows we produce, check out our podcasting collective at neonrival.com. We'll see you next time for more adventures in the jungles of Chult. Here's hoping everyone, or anyone, makes it out alive.